Hello, lovely people, and welcome back to a new video. My name is Evelyn Borta, and as promised, I am back today with the energy updates of September. So I have been planning to make a new video at the beginning of each month to check with the energies, what energies will be dominant. And I have a channeled message, actually two channeled messages about September, one from the Galactic Federation of Light, the other one from Source Energy. And we still have a few days left from August, so we haven't completed yet. But what a month we are leaving behind. It has been super bumpy, super intense. It has brought off a lot of ancestral trauma, a lot of things that we had to deal with. And especially around the Lionsgate portal, that period was super tough on many people. The energies were so intense. And for me, personally, that period of time was like, I thought I will lose my mind, honestly, but I'm here, we are here, we have survived. We have received tons of upgrades and the light codes during this Lionsgate portal, and I think many of us have arrived to the conclusion and realization that we can rise above any third dimensional perception and we can navigate ourselves through these challenges and events that are happening on a global level without being affected by them too much energetically. And we continue to do so, to learn how to observe things without being involved in whatever is going on. And also we have more clarity than ever to be able to see through those things that are going on behind the scenes and to handle those third dimensional energies, those energies that maybe 1 year ago we wouldn't have been able to handle. I personally learned loads of things since last year's Lionsgate portal. Also, there was a huge amount of people that have awakened during this Lionsgate portal this month, and the big awakening has started last year during this time. So there are more and more people that are waking up to their truth and they are tapping into their personal power, and it's beautiful what's going on really in that sense, in this spiritual sense. But it is not an easy ride, and it is not only challenging us mentally and emotionally but physically as well. So many people are having physical symptoms, and there's a lot to take for our nervous system. However, we have a lot of guidance and a tremendous amount of help from multidimensional beings. We just have to reach out and to ask for guidance, really. As I said, I have two messages, one from the Galactic Federation, the other one from Source, because I'm working on something these days and I am very busy. But it was so difficult for me to connect last night to the Galactic Federation and to let those messages come through and to switch off my analytical mind, but then I managed to do so somehow. But after that, I felt like I really need to go deeper into meditation. And these days, I have been receiving some synchronicities and messages from Source about my spiritual work, progress, and mission on Earth. And last night, it just clicked to me that those were signs that my higher self really wants to connect to Source energy again. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna connect to Source. And then Source delivered a message as well, which I'm going to read for you all. And whenever I connect to Source, there's always this pure unconditional love that comes through, and it is always making me so emotional. So I was like tearing up while I was receiving these messages. It is just so intense. And I remember a few years ago, I watched a video where someone was channeling Jesus, and she was clairvoyant and she could see Jesus in front of her, and then she was telling Jesus to back up a little bit because his energies were so intense that she was tearing up. And now I completely understand how those energies feel, you know, that pure unconditional acceptance and love that radiates from that energy. So whenever I channel Source, that energy is always so different to the energy of other multidimensional beings. Okay, so let's talk about the energies of September now and what is going on astrologically. So on the 2nd of September, we have Mars opposing Neptune. Mars is in Virgo and Neptune is in Pisces. And now Neptune is the ruling planet of Pisces. And Neptune has been in Pisces since 2012 and it will stay there until 2025. So after 2025, our journey might be a little bit easier. And Neptune is a very spiritual planet. It's connected to the divine, but it's also the planet of illusions, of not seeing things clearly, of being confused about certain things, and it is the planet of alternative facts. So hence why we have been experiencing this energy of hidden things, you know, things not being clear or things not being presented to us on a global level as what they are. And on the 2nd of September, we have this opposition of Mars and Neptune, but also Virgo and Pisces. And Virgo is ruling the 6th house, Pisces is ruling the 12th house. So they are anyways opposing each other. And Virgo is more like earth-bound, service-focused, while Pisces is like a spiritual, service-focused sign. So this is a great opportunity, this period of time around the beginning of September, to have more like a practical approach to our spiritual practices, to our spiritual evolution. And this practical spiritual action will be very enhanced because we have Mars in Virgo, and Virgo is super focused on details, on precision, on methodical, approach. And Mars as well is the planet of action, opposing Neptune, that is the planet of spirituality. So if you have any spiritual practices that you would like to develop further, to get yourself into yoga or meditation, or you have been considering to go to therapy, then this period will be perfect for that, and your practices will be very fruitful and very successful. Plus, we have a new moon on the 7th of September, also in Virgo. And that is also a great opportunity to declutter your life, not only from objects and things that you no longer need in your homes, but also your minds from that mental clutter, beliefs that are no longer serving you. And to let go of people as well that are no longer a vibrational match to your frequencies. And I have been asking for some time my spirit guides and the universe to help me to recognize which people are right for me energetically and which are not, and also to help me to release those people, to let go of them. And it's important to recognize when it occurs that certain people are being removed from your life, to remember that you did ask for that, and to really just accept whatever is being presented. And instead of being sad and confused about the changes that are occurring in our lives, to really be grateful about them, because everything is happening for us and not to us. And we have to have faith in that higher power and in our higher selves as well, that wants what is the best for us. And to have that conviction that we are safe, that we don't have to survive any longer, that we can go with the flow of life without being worried about what's going to happen. We can have our eyes blinded without seeing what is ahead, and yet still having faith that we will get where we are supposed to be and not where we want to be, because it is not about us. This is about being in service to the Creator, because that is our mission. And having faith that we are being held by that loving, pure, caring energy that knows what is the best for us, and it will guide us to where we are supposed to be without being hurt. So it's time to let go of fear, it's time to let go of control, and we can place ourselves in the hands of the infinite creation, and we will be just fine, even better than just fine. Okay, so that was about the astrological aspects, and now let's get into the message, into the channel messages from the GFL and source that I received about September's energies. I will read the message for you all now. So this channeled message is from the 27th of August 2021 from the GFL. Dear beings, we are greeting you now in the love light of the one infinite creator, and we are connecting to you all to tell you that you are on the right path, and the surprises that are awaiting for you all will be appreciated by you. All we can say about the month of September is that the energies are accelerated, and the events that are creating such upgrades will be showing up as you are approaching the first days of the month. You have such clarity about what is happening, and beside all that is perceived as negative, you are having a deep comprehension about your lives and your spiritual purpose. If you are willing to let go of the old, outdated energies that are not serving you any longer on your journey on Earth, the days of September will be perfect for that. Please do connect again with yourselves, using this as a daily practice, regardless of how much time you are spending on analytical activities during your days. That was for me. It is crucial and necessary to find balance in your lives and to connect to the love grid that is getting stronger as the months of the year of 2021 are going by. The evolution of your planet is starting to go beyond the physical measures, and you will understand that soon. There will be signs of such movement, and there will be representations of such shift beyond your earth plane. Please do hold love frequency in your heart, as the upcoming period will be needing your conviction about what you are. And we cannot stress enough about how much you and your services are needed at this time, and how grateful we are for all of your incredible progress and evolution. You have started off as fearful beings, feeling vulnerable and hopeless, while you have navigated through your incarnations in these times, and you are having such convictions about your missions now. Please do see that as an important evolution. Please do see that as a grand achievement, and look at yourselves as powerful beings, having this short temporary experience on this planetary sphere that is one of the most difficult incarnations that you had. And you are still finding light in the seemingly darkest hours. Be what all of us are together, a multidimensional beam of light that is ready to overcome any challenges that this planetary sphere is presenting. The upcoming days might be challenging as the love grid activation continues. Therefore, your physical vessels and neurological systems are continuing to receive upgrades that might result in physical sensations, but also in shadow aspects being surfaced. Ask for help and guidance whenever needed, and you shall receive. Love will lead the way, as it always did. Please see yourselves as worthy of it. You are worthy of both giving and receiving what is your divine nature and essence, and that is love. Blessings and disappointments are part of your divine journey, so do not worry about the state of the world. It is all part of the divine plan, and the most chaotic times will bring the most beautiful results. The divine awakening will bless your planet, and what will emerge from it will be felt by all of you. Please greet this shift in consciousness, and the world will open up for new possibilities. So that was the guidance from the GFL, and now I will get into the one from Source. My lovely children, your path is ensured, and it is unfolding in the most gracious manner. So do not be worried for a second, as I am standing behind all of you, and you are receiving the most wonderful guidance from your soul sisters and brothers that are with you here at this time. The creation of the unity that you are anticipating is unfolding, and you are all part of the same frequency of love. Feel it in your hearts, as I am there, and I am with you to assure you that you are a wonderful creature, my child and my essence, and all you have to do is to connect to this knowledge that is within your core. You have come such a long way, and you have completed many of the lessons that were for your evolution, and you are continuing to do so. I am God. I am your very essence, and I am with you whenever you think that you are alone and not understood by the fast-paced world that you have created. You have created a reality in which you don't want to hear yourselves. Your own voice was silenced by you, lovely child, as you have forgotten how precious is its sound. The time is here when you have to listen to that precious sound again and find all the answers there. You come from the same essence, and you are part of the same evolution. You are one, wonderful souls. You are all one in the vast universal plane. Feel that oneness within your core, and that you all belong together. Remember to take inventory of what you have not paid attention to, as your minds were too occupied with being loved. When all you are is love, and you don't have to look for your very nature elsewhere but within. It is all well, perfect creatures, and I will remain by your side, showing you your endless greatness. Open your hearts for me, beautiful beings. Okay, that was the beautiful guidance from Source. And what grabbed my attention about what Source was saying was a sentence. Remember to take inventory of what you have not paid attention to, as your minds were too occupied with being loved. So what I was basically saying at the beginning of the video that this is a great opportunity, the beginning of September especially, to take inventory of everything that is not serving us well and to let go of those things. And we haven't paid attention to those things because we were very busy with finding love, with being loved. When all you are is love, and you don't have to look for your very nature elsewhere but within. And that is huge because we are looking for the reflection of ourselves in other beings when all we have to do is to look within. And when we find that reflection in others, many times we don't like it. So I think September will give us clarity about that as well, that we are all one, as God has stated, and we are all part of the same awakening and same essence. We are all His children. We are all coming from the same creation. And the GFL was also saying that if we are willing to let go of certain things, then the month of September will be ideal for that. And they said that they cannot stress enough about how much we and our services are needed at this time, and how grateful they are for our services, because we have started off as fearful beings and hopeless beings while we have navigated ourselves through this incarnation and these times, and this is one of our hardest incarnations. So we have to see ourselves as very evolved spiritual beings that have already overcome loads of challenges, and we have cleared up our ancestral traumas, and we will continue to do so, and we will do that for the next generations as well, and our next incarnations as well. They are also talking about the evolution of the planet and that love grid that is getting stronger and stronger. And what they are saying is that the evolution of your planet is starting to go beyond the physical measures, and you will understand that soon. There will be signs of such movement, and there will be representations of such shift beyond your earth plane. Now, it's very open to interpretation what they mean by that. But I think what they are talking about is matter starting to be more flexible. So we are going beyond the physical measures, maybe time being more flexible, maybe telepathic communication, more astral traveling, or also the shifting of Gaia, of the energies of the planet that might result in more natural disasters like hurricanes, floods, volcano eruptions, earthquakes, things like that. But we can overcome this bumpy ride with holding this love frequency in our hearts and connecting to that love grid and the unity consciousness of the planet. Okay, so let's get into these oracle card readings. Let's see what the energies of September are, what we can expect. So I will start off with this deck, Angels and Ancestors, and I will shuffle the cards quickly. What is the guidance for September for the collective spirit? Use one card. Elder. Move beyond ancestral patterns. So accurate. And at the bottom of the deck is the Heart Guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. It is exactly what God was saying, what Source was saying in the channeling, that we are worthy of giving and receiving love as well. And what we are looking for on the outside is actually just within ourselves. Beautiful. I actually really want to read the message of this card of the Elder from the guidebook. So if you want to get a deck that is easily interpreted and understood, I recommend this one. I really love this deck. And Angels and Ancestors from Kyle Gray. By the way, I can feel like a very heavy energy right now, like on my chest. Let's see what the guidebook is saying about this card. So, Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Move beyond the limitations that have been set for you by family members past and present. Know that the energy of your spirit is more powerful than genetics and behavioral patterns. The Aboriginal people are the oldest tribal people still living on the planet. Their hunter-gatherer culture and ancient spirituality are rooted in tradition and balance with the earth. So the Aboriginal ancestors are offering you not only wisdom that will help you heal and adapt to the ever-changing planet, but also an understanding of what a spiritual life should be. Extended message. The Elder is the ancestor who comes with a message of healing change. He is an embodied soul yet he has had journeys that go beyond the physical. Therefore, he represents a reclamation of power. When he appears, it's an acknowledgement that you have the capacity to move beyond the limitations that have been placed upon you. If you have had expectations of success, failure, sadness, or even sickness placed upon you by your family, it's important to know that you are here to create your own story. This card represents personal healing that will bring healing to your family lineage, past, present, and future. Know that you get to decide what you take on, and also know that your ancestors are rooting for you and are sorry for any setbacks that they have created for you. Yeah, so basically that shadow work and that ancestral trauma that we are releasing at this time, and we are able to move beyond those ancestral patterns that are surfacing right now. So especially this new moon period in September and the beginning, the first 7-10 days, I think there will be a lot of this ancestral trauma healing and taking back our personal powers and healing whatever has been placed upon us by our families and by our family lineage. So a lot of personal healing will take place in September. So if you feel again emotionally challenged, know that this is happening for that, and we can overcome anything and we can manage to heal ourselves by focusing on this love frequency, the heart chakra, and seeing ourselves as worthy of giving and receiving love. So September might be a month of giving and receiving a lot of love as well. And focusing on that unity consciousness that I was talking about. These cards are really so accurate. By the way, this card might represent some ancestral trauma coming up and some other information coming up about the indigenous people that we have heard so much about this year. So we can interpret it like that as well. Okay, I just feel this very heavy energy on my chest. So I know that I have some things that I have to release as well. Some ancestral patterns. That's why I feel like that. Okay, I will continue with the wisdom of the oracle. This deck was inspired by the traditional tarot cards as well. So it has those elements. Therefore, it reads the reverse cards as well. So I will shuffle them quickly. Let's see what the energies of September are. So I will choose this card here. Mending, 52. And that's actually the last card of the deck. And you know what's interesting? While I was shuffling the cards, this was popping out as well. So that's why I was laughing. Oh, let's see what it says. Forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. Each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal. The pain, the memories, the echoes of resentment, and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. So it is forgiveness that we need, and in September we will have the opportunity to forgive, because we cannot release and we cannot let go of those ancestral traumas, and we cannot heal the past and the future generations unless we have dealt with forgiveness. Forgiveness for ourselves, for other people, for the society, for things that are happening, and really letting go of that resentment and starting to collaborate. Those two little girls are collaborating there, and they are looking at the sky, and it looks like they are having a nice connection to the other side, to the spirit world. And at the bottom of the deck, it was this card, the blessed card, master number 22. And that card says that something wonderful that is unearned and unexpected, grace that is an unforeseen gift from spirit. So this is what we will achieve, this blessing, if we forgive the past, if we forgive others. That is what forgiveness will bring us, that inner peace, that inner harmony and harmony with other beings as well. So we don't even get any reverse cards. Okay, so last card from Journey of Love, and I will close this video with this card. Let's see what is the guidance for September. What can we expect with their shuffle now? And I will choose this card over here. The communal dance. Number 5. The artwork is really nice on this one. I don't know if you can see, but there are beings in the background as well. They are like white beings, or almost like some light beings, and these beings as well, and they are all holding hands. They are all together dancing, and you can see the moon over there. So I really love this deck, and the artwork is beautiful as well on this one. And this also looks like a heart over there. So let's see what the guidance book is saying. The communal dance, number 5. Lover, you have been alone for too long. Your community calls you to surrender your isolation for this moment in time and instead join the cosmic conga line. Do you know how special you are? So much that this community would not be the same without you. Your individuality and uniqueness can only enhance this group of souls that calls you to dance with them. Men and women, human and spirit. Heaven and earth, your community is vast and rich and has much to share with you. Be lifted in celebration of belonging. Recognize that you are a part of something great. Can your heart grow warm with recognition? You belong. You are meant to be a part of this great dance of love awakening on the earth. Your heart is already beating to the rhythm of the music. This oracle brings you guidance. You are being drawn into a new community that is more aligned with your innate spiritual vibration. You will feel more at home there and be able to share your gifts and talents more freely and with greater support. Let go of relationships or situations that you have been holding on to out of fear. If they are meant to continue with you, they will remain. If not, they will fall away, creating space for new connections to come into your life now. This is not a time to hide in what you have known, but to open to playful connection with kindred spirits, soon to be met. Exactly what I was saying about people that might not be in vibrational match to our frequencies, and that we have to let go of those people. So September will be great for that, I think, to take inventory and to join that communal dance, that cosmic conga line within the unity consciousness, within this love awakening that we are heading into, and more people are awakening. So I think in September we will keep meeting more and more people that are more in alignment with what we are, that are more in resonance with our frequencies, people with who we can create amazing things together, people who are supportive to our energies, to our gifts, to our talents, and that give us this sense of belonging, and not a false sense of belonging, but a real one. And Source was saying the same thing, that we have to recognize that we all belong together. We belong to the same frequency, to the same essence. We come from the same place. And we have to let go of those people that are no longer part of our journey. People that we have been holding on to out of fear. If they are meant to continue with you, they will remain. If not, they will fall away, creating space for new connections to come into your life. Exactly what I was talking about. To ask Spirit to give you the courage to let go of those ancestral things and patterns that are no longer serving us, so new things can come into our lives, you know, that blessing that is awaiting for us, and this love which we are totally worthy of. So September will be an interesting month, a lot of healing of ancestral patterns, to be able to forgive others, to let go of resentments, of past traumas and things that were not resolved. A lot of courage as well, to be able to recognize which people are the right ones for us, which are not so good for us, so we can be receptive to the love frequency and to feel worthy of that frequency as well. And blessings that will be followed after each upheaval. Break down before the breakthrough, but this is our breakthrough, this peace that will emerge from all that challenge and all that turmoil. So guys, I really hope that you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to share it with others, and if you haven't done it yet, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'm appreciating all of you, really, that you are here. And before I close this video, I would like to read a little poetry, which there is a little poetry at the end of each message on this guidebook, and I never read that poetry because I don't want to make the videos too long, but I will read it now and then I will say goodbye to you. When I stood in front of you, I knew something was in store. I could feel the excitement of our journey ahead, for I had been that way before. Each person comes into our life with lessons we may see, and in the reflection of that other self is the person we can be. So thank you guys again. Take care of yourselves, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Kisses to you all.